Alright, so welcome YouTube. In this video I'm gonna be showing you guys how I make a burger. I use like 5 different seasonings on it, and I also show you guys like how I set up a kitchen to make the burger instead of on a grill. So let's get right into the video then. Alright, so welcome to this segment, YouTube. As you can see here, I have a 1-pound package of beef, and I also forgot to mention that I like to have my stuff prepared like before I start cooking, because I am going to be cooking on a power burner. So the 5 ingredients I like to use is ground peppers, black pepper, garlic salt, then hamburger seasoning, then there's like this Kinder's buttery burger blend, and onion powder is what I like to use. And I also like to refrigerate my bread before I don't have any like actual hamburger bread, but I do have like toast bread. Let's get this opened up. I'm probably gonna be doing a 1/2-pound burger, because that seemed to be reasonable last. I mean, you can use any bread you want, but as of right now I have white bread. So oh yeah, and one more thing, get a decently strong spatula. Like, don't use no kitchen spatula. Like, go get yourself like a grill spatula or like a grill strength spatula. So I'm gonna it's probably about 50 there. So I'm gonna take the bread up. Well, I'm gonna split it in half, but I also forgot to mention it. You should like wash your hands and stuff, like before and pre and while cooking, so you don't contaminate anything. What I like to do is to ball it up, then just flatten it. And these burgers not necessarily being the most friendliest burger meat. So let's get in the spatch. Let's get in there then. Well, I'm probably gonna flatten it even more while I have it in the pan. And after I do that, I like to wash my hands before putting seasoning on it. So I'm gonna go do that now in the sink. You should wash your hands in hot water to get rid of contaminants and stuff from the burger. But now I'm doing how I was taught how to deal with food and things. But I'm in the process of editing previous videos I've been working on, so I'll be occasionally doing that. So now that I have the burger in there, I like to start with pepper, get it seasoned up and stuff. Probably good enough pepper for that side. And then I like to use garlic salt. Probably a little too much. But then I like to put on it hamburger seasoning. But I am privileged enough to be working with the name brand. Well, pretty much I am working with name brand seasonings, but I also work with generic stuff. Next is the buttery burger blend. Then last is onion powder. So I'm gonna, well, this is a twist off cap, so there's a cat that is demanding attention at the worst time. So what I like to do is flip the burger around, then repeat the ingredients by how I did on the other side. So pepper first, then could use a good squeeze down. Burger first, then garlic salt. Then hamburger seasoning here. Then buttery burger blend. Then onion powder. So got that pretty well seasoned up, and this is the part where I wash my hands again. Alright, so now back at the burger, I am going to put this back so I can let the bottom burner get some air. And I'm gonna put it on like level 6, well, pretty much on high then. What I like to do while this is getting heated up is to put the seasonings away, so you have more counter space, and put the dishes you're not using anymore away. Alright, so we're gonna have to, I flipped the pan around so that, because I like to use my left hand to hold the handle and use my right hand to do whatever I need. But this should take about 10 minutes in total to cook the burger, and as you may hear that it's starting to sizzle. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn the fan on. I put it on level 3 so it can suck up most of the smoke from the burger. So you can start seeing it. You can start seeing like the grease come out the burger now. I also did forget to mention that I don't like that it all gets like splattery and stuff. But I just like how well the burgers that I make come out. So I'm kind of hoping the grease doesn't ruin my iPhone that I'm using to record. Alright, so it's been a couple of minutes, so now I'm gonna flip the burger. Now it's tearing at the middle. Now this meat didn't form real well, but I can definitely tell it still needs it still needs to cook in the center. While I'm letting that other side cook for a few minutes or so, I'm going to put the rest of the hamburger in a quart-sized Ziploc bag so it can keep its freshness so it doesn't get contaminated with other stuff. As you can see here, then you squeeze the bag tight and lock it up. I like to press it against my stomach to get it airtight. So I'm going to set this on the counter for now until I'm ready to cook that half whenever I feel like. But it's been a few minutes since this other side's been cooking, so I'm going to throw the trash out now. of the burger. It's really smoking up now, so I'm going to flip it, and that side looks pretty well cooked. It's not too terribly charred or whatever you want to call it. Right, so it's been a couple of minutes now. Let's flip it again, and that looks pretty well cooked. So I believe I have this burger pretty well cooked, so I'm gonna shut it off. Now I'm gonna go get the bread and ketchup. The white bread I'm gonna be using. And get this opened up here. Grab a couple of slices. Put it up there. Rolled back up. The ketchup is here, so let's go back. Alright, so now we're back. I'm putting the bread out on the plate, and now I'm going to get the burger onto the bread. Now I'm gonna I'm gonna shake the ketchup first, so I can get the oils and mixed up and stuff in it, and squirt some ketchup on there. And now I'm gonna return the ketchup and review it. Right, so welcome YouTube to the review part. The last review part that I recorded, it quit recording halfway, so now I have to redo it. So here's the burger. Now I refrigerate the bread because it absorbs more juice in the bread than if it wasn't refrigerated. But obviously this has been sitting on the bread for a few minutes now, so it isn't as absorbed. It isn't as good as it was, so let's get into it. Alright, so to me it has the two dominant seasonings in it, and this burger is the hamburger seasoning and the onion powder. I think onion powder. I do enjoy it. It's juicy, and it has it's charred. Well, it's not charred, but it's in the beginning phase of charring before it turns black, and that I like that about the burger. But obviously I made the burger, so I made it how I like it, and I made this burger good, great in my opinion. But I know it's not what everyone's going to agree with, because everyone's different. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys in the next one.